Bridget Bartlett here with My Vision Agency. And today I am going to give you an overview of the LeadConnector app. And I'm going to show you how you can actually white label this app for your own agency so that all of your sub accounts or clients have access to your branded app. Now you can see here, I've chosen my location up here and I have all of my notifications here. So you can see I had an appointment booked with Johan and Jane Doe and all of that. Now you can see if I switch over here, I can access all of my conversations. So how helpful is that as the business owner to be able to easily access all of the conversations coming into your CRM? Now, of course, I could click here and I could add a new message or send a message and send an email to any of my contacts. I could also click here and you'll see I have the options to send email, add contacts, scan a business card, which was very helpful when I was at a networking event to be able to take all of those business cards and easily put them into my CRM, which can trigger automations and all of that. You can manually book an appointment here, request a review, create an invoice, a new opportunity. You can actually make a phone call directly from your business line or send a message there as well. If we toggle over to the payments tab, you'll see that you can actually make payments on the fly in person using the app. You could just type in the total amount. You can also review the transaction. You could click here and check out any of the other transactions that have been made in the account. If we go over to the calendar here, you'll see you can access your calendar, see any appointments that you may have, and then you can also book an appointment or block off time in your calendar. Let's say you have an appointment or you're taking a vacation. It's really easy to be able to do that. You can also click there and then access all of those frequently used functions as well. Now, here in the contacts tab, it's really helpful to be able to add a contact into your contacts whenever needed. You can also click here to add the contact there or even scan the business card. I can't tell you how much I love this feature. When you get done with a network event and then you go back to your room and you have 15 business cards, I can't tell you how much I love this. It's incredible. So those are all of the basic features inside of the app. But if you click here, you'll actually see that not only can you access the basic functions of your CRM, you can actually access the social planner. So if you want to click here and schedule a post for your different platforms, you could do that there. We have the opportunities pipeline. So if you wanted to add a new lead to your opportunities or create a new opportunity, you could do that there. We have the manual actions that you can create or that need to be completed. You can check that. You can also send invoices here directly from the app. You can see how easy that is to do a one-time or a recurring invoice. You also have insights about your account. So this is basically your dashboard. So you can see how well your campaigns are doing. And this is all just directly from the app. So this makes it really easy to stay on top of your business. You can also check out the reviews here, and you can even click here to send a review, SMS or email. All you need to do is choose from the list of your contacts and then easily send that there from the app. You can check out any products that you have for sale. You could also add products here by clicking the sign. You could set up and send documents and contracts here. So if you wanted to do that, let's say that we wanted to send this new template, you just simply choose the template you want to use, add the customer, and then send the invoice. Really easy. If you're a vendor and you work at different events and you need access to all of these resources, you can even do the point of sale. All of that can be done easily inside the app. So it basically makes your account mobile. You can also check out the estimates here. If you wanted to send an estimate, again, you just click that little plus sign. So you can see it's very user friendly. Then, of course, we have our media library here. So if you needed to upload files or you wanted to open your camera and take a picture to add a file there, you could do that. And then, of course, you could create new folders and so on. You click here, you can actually even update your app settings here and even put it in test mode if you just wanted to test some things out. And I do love that you actually can do a point of sale, but you can also do the tap to pay. So it doesn't get any easier than that. It literally turns your phone or a tablet into a point of sale system. So now that I've walked you through the app, let's talk about how you can actually white label this app. So here inside of the high level agency account, you'll see that we have the tab here for mobile app. So the first thing you see here is the option to show this to your clients. It will add a menu tab and it will prompt them to download the app. This is a great thing to do when you first get clients because it will help them stay in the software, help them utilize all of the functionality and help them stick. This will dramatically reduce churn because the app makes it so easy to use the system. Now, you can customize your brand here. You can also choose the Lead Connector app, and the Lead Connector is basically a gray label brand. So everything is high level, but it's called Lead Connector, and that is for white label agencies to have an option to give their clients that it doesn't say high level, but it's also not customized completely for the brand. You can choose to customize with your own brand here. You can use the Lead Connector app, or you could just directly use the high level app, and of course, that will say high level everywhere. If you choose to customize this into a white label app, you want to choose that option. I've already gotten started here, so let's go ahead and just click Resume Customization to walk through the process. So you can see here we have different steps. The first step is the branding. So we want to add our app logo there. And we want to add the login screen here. We want to choose a light version and a dark version. And you can see here it says only PNG and the size that it requires. So you want to make sure that you stay in that criteria there. Now you can also add the splash screen here, and you want to add a light and a dark version for that as well. You also can create the customization here for the color fonts modules. So if I wanted to choose this for my primary color, I could just add the hex code here. I could choose primary, accent, or use the wheel. So you want to go ahead and add all of your brand colors there. You can also choose the primary colors in the app. We see greens. If you don't like that color palette, you can easily adjust any of those here. You can choose the light versions and then the dark versions as well, because the app does have the ability for you to look at the light or the dark, like most software has, to make it easy on your eyes. You can also go here and select all the fonts that are within your brand. You can choose the different modules here. So you can actually enable or disable modules or add custom modules in your mobile app. So if you wanted to add a custom module, you just give it a title, the URL, an icon, and then you can choose, do you want this to open in the app or open in the mobile browser? You'll see here we have the calendar. So if we didn't want calendars, we could just toggle that off. And then you can see contacts, conversations, dashboard, documents and contracts, and so on. You have all of those options there. Looks like that was toggled off because that is a new option inside of the app. So that's really cool. We'll go ahead and click finish here and proceed. And if we go back in here, we did miss out on one, and that was the module order. So if you didn't want, for example, notifications to be at the top, maybe you want conversations, you could just rearrange those there. You also have the left drawer option. So when that pops open and you see all of the options there, maybe you want social planner to be on top. So you could just rearrange all of those. And then, of course, click finish when you're complete. Now you do see down here, we have the create mockups. So you can actually look at what your app looks like on different modules here. So we have the Android, the iPhone, and so on. So you want to make sure that it looks good on every device. And of course, you could choose your backgrounds here. You could select any of these backgrounds that you want. And then we have the screenshot options. This is to download the screenshots for all devices. Now, once you've created the branding, you'll see in the profile option, you want to make sure to add your personal information. So this is going to be all of your business information. You have your support email, support URL, and then your address. You have the development details. So if you have a developer working with you, great. If not, just make sure to put your emails in here. This is the Google developer email, Apple developer credentials, and then Zapier developer credentials as well. You have the Zapier login method. You can use Google or email. And then you do have the app details as well. So you want to add the app name, the terms and conditions, privacy policy, app distribution countries, app short description, and then the app description as well. You also have the overview here. So branding and profile data is not completed, so we can't check that out. But you would be able to see basically the overview of what you've created. Now, this is not included in your high level agency account. The gray label is included, but if you want to white label your own app, so when they go to the app store, they see, for example, My Vision Agency, and they see the Vision logo, and all of that is branded to my business. You can pay $1,491 per quarter or $497 a month. So this is really up to you if you want to utilize this feature, but it does also include a Zap. Not only are you white labeling the app, but you're also white labeling a app inside of Zapier that is branded to you that your clients can use. So once you've chosen all of that, you just want to click finish. Of course, you're going to pay, and then your app will be in the works of being developed. So that is all being created by the high level team for you. They add it to the Google Play Store, they get it approved and do all of that work for you. And then you just pay the price. So if you have any questions, feel free to join us inside our community. If you're a reseller, you'll go to the community tab on our dashboard. You're going to go to the events calendar and you click on today's date. You want to click in the Zoom meeting. You'll be able to ask any questions that you have of me or our community. If you're in the free community, you won't have access to our dashboard, but same thing, you'll just go to the events calendar, you'll click on today's date, and you can join us as well. If you're not a member of our reseller program or our free community, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can join our reseller program for free if you use my affiliate link for high level. You just want to select this option if you're not a current high level member. If you're a current high level member and you want to join our reseller program, you will get access to all of our coaching and resources. You'll have the ability to resell your own white label version of our AI ads manager and sales bots. You have the ability to access all of our software. If you're not interested in being a reseller and you just want to utilize all of our tools, you can choose that plan there. And like I said, if you want to join our free community and access all of our courses, tools, open office hours, and more, you can check that option out there and register. You can also book a private consultation with me if needed. Thank you all so much for joining me and giving me your most valuable asset, which is your time. I look forward to seeing you in open office hours. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. If you're considering signing up for high level or you're already a high level member, this is the video for you. I'm going to take you behind the scenes as a six-figure a year business that I've built on high level without a team that allows me to work from home 4 hours a day, building the life, not just the business that I always envisioned. Now, let's dive in. And when you first create your high level account, it'll look very similar to this. The colors will be this like blackish gray color, and you'll have your high level logo up here. And this that we're looking at right now is the admin dashboard. So this is going to be where you manage all of your sub accounts. So a sub account is what we're looking at here. These are two different business accounts. And if I wanted to go into that business account and I wanted to, manage it as the agency admin, I could click here to switch into the sub account. Now, the problem that everyone has is they all have this. They all have the exact same tools, they all look the same, and they all function the same because it's all high level. So you either need to provide something on top of your high level account to differentiate your business from everyone else's, or you're going to race to the bottom on price. Okay. And that's certainly not what we want to do. So in my agency, of course, you'll see that I've rebranded it, and you'll see that I have all of the standard high level tools in this account, except when it starts here, I start adding my own tabs here. Okay, so this is what's going to make my agency stand out. This is what helps me to provide additional services to my clients. So I've added a coaching program. I've created an onboarding course here, and I wanted to add that custom menu tab there so that it's really easy for them to know where to get started. Okay. So I've gone in detail in my training and all of that. And of course, this that we're looking at right now is actually the community or course builder inside of High Level. So if we wanted to, or my user wanted to bounce around here, maybe take a course, this is what all of that looks like once you've gotten it all built out. Okay. So you can see for my program, I have the start here, and then I have all of the different tutorials and everything, and it looks beautiful. Okay. You also have an affiliate management system inside of the client portal, which is what houses the community and the courses. And then you see what the community looks like as well once you have it all built out. So I've created this, and I've just been able to put a tab here inside the dashboard so that all of my users can access the community and know where to get started. Now, we also have a tab here for the AI ads leads. So this is another white label software that I've created, or that I've signed up for to provide for my agency clients. And you can see here, this is actually a really good software. You can just simply search for, in this example, marketing agencies in Indianapolis, and I can get all the contact information. I can even get the emails of everyone who works there. Interesting that this my agency pulled up here. But if I wanted to select all of these contacts here and I wanted to send them to my high level account, or my users wanted to do that, they simply just select that and they can click here to send to the CRM, and then it goes right into the contacts. Okay, so we're creating solutions based off white label software that integrate with high level and provide additional services. Now, the best part about software is that you do not have to spend time. Okay. This manages and runs itself. I'm providing incredible value for my clients or sub accounts, but I do not have to spend my time doing that. Okay. Now, the next thing that I also provide is an AI coach. This is another white label software. This is really, really great to help train the AI and create a brand profile. What's cool about this tool is that you can actually you just put in your website URL, and then it will help you create your avatar, your customer avatar. It'll tell you what their pain points are, and it stores this in your profile, and then you can create all of this content for your business, like email campaigns and all of that. And what's cool about this over something like Chat GPT is it will remember everything about your business to help you generate that content. All right. We also have the sales bot here. So the sales bot is an AI tool, again, that I've white labeled. This does integrate with high level as well. And you can see the sales bot, the dashboard here. All of my members get access to their own dashboard where they can create unlimited AI bots. Now, high level does have an AI bot. The difference is, though, this bot builder does not use AI credits, so it's unlimited. And high level charges $97 for the unlimited. There is a pay per use plan, but having this bot builder allows my members the ability to resell unlimited bots, and it doesn't use any AI credits. So they're able to offer this as like a low barrier of entry, an entry level offer, and then, of course, upsell to the other tools. Now, also in our program, I do have another white label software that is the social autopilot. Now, what's cool about this tool is it allows you to create, again, you're training the AI for your business and with your brand colors and all that, and it allows you to create campaigns. It's going to pull in your brand colors and all that, and then customize the images and the website and all of that, and it's going to go ahead and publish to, like, if I agreed this was all good, then it would publish to all of my different channels. So it's not just creating the content, it's actually creating the post, and then will automatically post to all the different channels. So you can see that you can connect your accounts for Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and forgot all the other ones here. So we have Facebook, Google Business, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, X, and YouTube. Okay, so you can create that content to all of those different platforms. And this is inside of my dashboard as well. Now, you can also see that I've used another software that allows me to create 60 plus chat GPT prompts that my members can use to generate content. For example, we have a terms of service and a privacy policy. But you can see all of the things down here. But again, we just want to create these tools and resources for our members inside of our high level business. Okay. High level is a great foundation for a business, but it's not the entire business. Okay. And then, of course, I have a tab down here for our community. So I did have the get started that takes us right to the onboarding. That's just to make it a little bit more clear. But I always want our members to go to our community where they can receive support and all of that. I also, like I said, I do have the learning area here for all of my members to access the training. And then I also provide open office hours. You can see our events calendar in the community. So I am actually live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all of our resellers have the ability in our program to join me. Not only am I live, but immediately following the live, I open up a Zoom room so you can join me and all of our community. And, there's great conversations there. But what's awesome is we're all using different tools in different ways, and we're able to provide experience and support to all of the members. Okay. So I always say, I am a great resource, I hope, but our community is definitely just priceless. All right. Now, the next thing that I also added into my high level agency is the task manager. High level does have a task manager, but this is more formulated like Trello. So it's a little bit easier to manage and to view all of your tasks and assignments. Now, all of the tools are great, but we also need resources. We also need a system. And one of the things that I love about High Level is we have the ability to create a perfect system for our clients inside of our High Level program or your business, whatever you want to make it, an agency or whatever you want it to be. And what I love is we're able to create these websites or all of these digital assets like courses and funnels and blogs and forms and quizzes and all of these things. And we can actually copy the entire account and have it automatically loaded into a new user's account as soon as they sign up. So as soon as Jane Doe signed up for this account, she automatically had in her account a course in the membership area. So you can see, and I do provide a course for all of our members because they have the ability to resell our AI manager here. So I definitely wanted to provide a course for them. So when their clients, sign up, they have a course that they can use that can be imported into the snapshot as well. And if you go into the sites area, you'll see there are 4 different funnels here. Close that out. There are 4 different funnels here. And of course, you can import all of these. But what I love about the system is if we go into edit, just want to show you a little back end cool thing here. You actually have the ability to not just upload the system, but you can actually customize it instantly as well. So I'm going to show you how. You'll see here that, this is a great template, and lots of us have signed up with programs that have templates, and we have to do a lot of customization. And we certainly don't want to have to spend our time as the agency doing it. And we don't want our customers to have to do that either. So you can add what's called custom values. If we scroll down here, you'll see that this button here, the color of the button is actually attached to a custom value. Okay. So if I click in here, you'll see this custom value. Now, you can build these custom values with not just colors, but with images, like I have the logo here. Now, if I go back, all of these websites or all these funnels have all the custom values and all of that. So when I go back into this account now, in my onboarding instructions, all I need to do is tell the users where to upload their assets. Okay, so I'm going to go to the custom values here. We're going to go to the folders, the MVA done for you system. And all they need to do to change that, change the logo and colors, is just add their own here. So let's just do a little test here. I'm going to update these colors with a different brand. So I'm going to say the primary color is this here. And we're going to change the secondary color. Let's go ahead and update that. And we'll change the secondary color here. And if I wanted to, of course, update the logo, I certainly could do that, but just to save time, I'm gonna just show you about the colors here because you will definitely see the magic that happens and why High Level is so good with duplication. If I wanted to change the logos, all I'd have to do, you'll see here that it's attached to a custom value. I would just change the link. Okay. So let's go back now into the sites and you'll see where it was blue and it's still kind of showing blue there. If I open up the page now, it's going to be all different colors. So now you'll see that it is purple and orange, which are my brand colors. You'll also see here, if we go to let's go to this funnel here. You'll see it's not just this one, it's all of the different funnels. They've all been updated. So you'll see that this website has also been updated. And you'll also see that not just, like I said, not just the colors here, but these actual images, they're SVG images, and you can have them update with the custom values as well. Okay. So I hope your mind is blown with the level of duplication that you're able to do instantly by utilizing the high level snapshots. So if you see what's happening here, we've had high level, the skeleton or the foundation. We've added additional, a community, we've added coaching, we've added additional software here. And we've also added funnels and websites and all of that. And now the whole purpose of my entire program and the business that I've built is to help others do exactly what I have done. Okay. So that's why I'm providing this done for you system to all of our members and the licenses to rebrand and resell the AI Ads Manager, and also the ability to resell unlimited sales bots. And all of that is done inside of the high level agency, using it as the foundation of our business, not the entire business. Now, if you're ready to sign up for High Level, I'm going to give you a free My Vision Agency starter plan to help you get started. This includes our done for you system that you can load into your own High Level account, our live group coaching 5 days a week, the ability to resell your own brand of our AI Ads Manager, and unlimited sales bots, among many other resources. So choose the High Level plan that works best for you, and I will see you inside.